in our life today. Check this out, okay? We got one semi dragging another one at about a quarter of a mile per hour differential in speed.
Come on, dude.
Hanging out in the left lane because that's the place to be. It's the party lane. So, we got kind of the mullet action here. We got business on the right, party on the left.
On June 25th, we got the car out, and there were still things that needed to be done, and we were still, I think, there even through lunchtime, just trying to get the car up and running. And so we got on the road. I think it was probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had a heck of a time even getting out of Collegeville. You know, at Bruce's cell, and you know, we really just needed to drive it. I mean, there had been a lot of, we had put in avgas into the car. There'd been, you know, just a lot of gunk in the engine. I mean, a lot of gasoline that wasn't really nice and clean. And so there was just a lot of issues happening to the car. And then on top of that, we had this whole problem with the petcock in the car leaking gas. And so just gasoline issues in general. And so we finally, on Friday afternoon, were able to get out of Collegeville. And once we got on to the freeway for a while, we seemed to be good. We were good. We were traveling with Joe at that point, and we were able to make it into a hotel in Columbus, Ohio. It is June 25th today. We are back on the road again after having Ava at Bruce's shop for, it was there for 2.5 days, a full 24 hours. Bruce stayed late a couple nights, and she is purring along again. It was a little touch and go. We first were in traffic. We were worried about Ava getting close to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And we are on our way, hopefully, to the Columbus, Ohio area tonight. Well, it's 6:30 at night, June 25th. We are now in the Appalachian Mountains of Pennsylvania. We haven't hit Pittsburgh quite yet. The scenery's a bit different. We're obviously in different elevations now. The car seems to be doing very well at these elevations. We're still uncertain at this point if it was originally jetted for Colorado. So it's entirely possible that this car will do better at the higher elevations. The car has been handling beautifully. The brakes got completely replaced, and we have new steering dampener, spark plug wires, new spark plugs to be put in, all sorts of things. Bruce hooked us up with a lot of other things, and the car is shocks, which is making a huge difference for our ride. We've got new shocks, and the car's just running really, really nicely right now. So it's wonderful to be car that's running well. We were able to make it into a hotel in Columbus, Ohio, and we literally rolled in there. I think it was like 12:30 at night. And the funny thing about that was there was a bar that was directly next to the Staybridge Hotel where we were, and it was still like hopping. I mean, it was a Friday night, you know, and people were at the bar, and I was really worried about the car. I mean, this is the first time that the car really wasn't going to be like at a nice location, and we were just at a hotel. I'm like, I'm going to sleep in the car tonight. And Franny's like, no, you're not. And she's like, if anybody's going to sleep in the car, I'm going to sleep in the car. So I set Franny up with a pillow, and she slept in the back of the car, And at like 4 in the morning, when everything was finally, you know, calmed down and stuff, I went and brought her upstairs so she could sleep for the rest of the day. But she said that, she's like, why'd you wake me up? I was just fine. I was worried about the gasoline fumes and everything else. But, you know, it's so funny. Franny curled up in the car. I mean, so this car does at least sleep one person, possibly two, if somebody was to stretch out in the front 2 seats as well. But yeah, Franny slept in the back of the car, and then we left that next morning. Okay, we're on June 26th here. We're in Ohio. We are coming into Dayton, pretty close here. Spent the night in the Columbus, Ohio area last night. Pulled in very late since we left the auto mechanic shop so late last night. Franny got up early to try to fix the gas leak that has still not been solved yet. She thinks she might have finally figured out the issue, and we'll tell you if she did. But we've been dealing with the smell of gasoline and having to keep the windows down this entire trip since we started on this road trip. So hopefully we have solved that little issue. At least we hope we have.
Look at this. Look who's driving. Yeah, I got the Ken's driving. Let's see how fast this Ken's going.
She's doing actually a little over 70, but we clock it as being a little more like 68, so it's a little high on it.
Alright. So how's Ava doing? Ava's doing wonderfully. She got a little more oil at her last stop. She's still spotting a little oil, but I'll have to take you down here to see. Down below here, you'll see her little petcock down there? See how she's got her little cloth down there? That's to keep her from whizzing all over the place down there. So we spent a little time with her this morning, and she has stopped spotting. We're very happy about that because we're not just smelling gas all afternoon. Very nice. Yay! Okay, we're crossing the Mississippi here, everybody. Yeah, looks like it.
We were able to go ahead and get our regular B&B that we had originally planned that was in Lawson, Missouri, and we were able to get back on the road and make it to Lawson. At that point, we lost a headlight. We had to go on a dirt road that was much longer than what we anticipated. I think Joe had taken some damage to his Volvo as well. Had I known that there'd be a big long dirt road to this place, we would have gone a different route. There was another route that was slightly longer but not a dirt road, and so poor Ava does not, her carburetors don't do well with a dirt road, and that car was not happy. She was not happy when we got to Lawson, Missouri. So the next morning it was a little bit of an obstacle getting her started again because she had so much dust and everything going through her carburetors and everything else. She was not happy. But that was it. Next morning, on our way back, heading off to Denver, and the car ran into pretty much no other issues other than some iffy weather. I believe we got rained on at one point, but we did make it back home that day, so that was on Sunday, June 27th, and that was the end of our journey. I hope you enjoyed this 4-part mini-series, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like this kind of format, please let us know. We'll maybe bring you some more stories. We have lots of stories about our cars, so I would be happy to bring you other stories if you like this format. And in the meantime, subscribe if you haven't, and safe travels. Bye.